Who is making that sound? Show yourself. Machine, husk, demon. I will not hesitate to strike you down with his light. You. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing other than disturbing me once again. I do not like asking the same question twice. What are you doing? Crying. You're joking. Why don't you go bathe in your artificial sunlight? It's all you deserve. You like the quiet in it. Hardly quiet with that music. I don't dislike it. Are you going to keep standing there? I know this is where I am. You're not seriously saying that you wish to be around me when you are upset. That's why you came in here. Do the rest know I'm here? I don't like being swarmed by your kind. Deserters, blasphemers, non-believers. There's a reason I don't enter limbo often. No, I'm not admiring the artwork of myself. Yes, well, a monkey could fool you. Do you even know what one of those are? Or had they already been wiped out by your lot before you were born? Picture books. Yes, I saw them, many of God's creatures. There used to be many. And then your lot, your greed. No, not greed. Hunger. Perhaps that's why the machines act the way they do. A never-ending thirst. Isn't that what your kind had? For war. Well, perhaps some of you realize the error of your ways too late. You must have. Otherwise, why would the world be in this state? Otherwise he'd be proud. Otherwise he'd be... nothing. A few minutes with you and I'm already spouting. Doubting. What do you want from me? Lost soul. You may sit. Makes no difference to me. Well, as judge of hell, it is my duty to make sure that every layer is functioning as it should, and keeping those contained who need to be. Is there nothing that makes you stop making that noise? I would have thought you'd be used to your predicament by now. Though, I suppose it is meant to be a torment of sorts. So I suppose you should still be upset. Still. Not all of you are this loud or annoying. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm sitting next to you. Well, because you're pathetic. And perhaps I can teach you how to be less annoying in my presence. You could be a lot worse. Don't look at me like that. You're not... Well, you're not an angel, are you? But you're not deeper into hell. That has to count for something, for your lot. I mean, you didn't hurt people, I presume. You weren't hateful, violent, or evil. It was not a compliment. I am pointing out that you are not strong enough and powerful enough to even be capable of being evil. You are. The nicest creature in hell. Is that a compliment? You are still in hell. Obviously, I was not counting myself. Do I think I'm nice? I don't have the time to be Do you think anything would get done in hell if I were nice? In heaven, it's not how it used to be. Before the council, we weren't bestowed with free will like your lot. Oh, and how you wasted it. But as time went on, I suppose you could say we became more alive. Especially in the absence of, while God is resting. And we had more time to socialize with other angels. There was time to be kind. But there is work to do. We have to maintain order. That's how the council puts it. I wonder whose order it is. Nothing. You. Oh, crying less than before. Well done. What? Did people pray to me? Humans, you mean? They shouldn't. They should only be praying to God. I know that's not what... Yes. And it was not in my place to step in. It was not my orders. It wasn't my purpose. How dare you compare me, a holy being, to a machine? A creature born of mankind's worst traits. You think we are both creatures whose masters have abandoned us, left us trying to figure out our own purpose, because we are so used to having one. That is not. I was made to be the right hand of God, a holy, just purpose. Machines are made to cause harm. And we are not abandoned. No. No. And I would not say another word if you did not want to be sent to the heresy lair. No, I'm not going to send you there. As much as as powerful as I am not hell. I cannot control it. And I have no sway over the council. So be careful, little soul. Well, because as terrible as your company is, I suppose I am bereft of company at all. At least the kind you can hold a conversation with. I suppose you can take that as a compliment if you want. Do you humans still care what angels think of you? Even after everything? Even as we make sure your kind remain tortured for all eternity? Don't. Of course not. Just one. Well, you have taste for a human, I'll give you that. Former human. You know, there were times before the start of the end that I didn't entirely hate spending time on Earth. I did not come down here often, but there were times I was sent to check on things, or when I was younger, some of us would sneak off. Wanted to see what the humans were like up close. Most of you were awful, obviously. But not all. There used to be more of us back then, too. Well, not everyone was pleased with hell. And then not everyone was pleased with the council. And if you weren't pleased with the council, well, to be honest, I have no idea where an angel goes after they're destroyed. If they are dead or scattered in the ether, or if we go to hell too. If we even have souls. Perhaps for us there is nothing. And perhaps that is a greater mercy than what your lot get. Still, you have artificial, yes, but sunlight, trees. While not real, there are many a soul further down who cannot even recall what one looks like, though perhaps they were born after you destroyed them all. You think this is the prettiest place in hell? It ought to be. You haven't seen the rest of it. You couldn't imagine. But here you get bird song, and flowers. You didn't mean outside. In here, really. Isn't it empty? Peaceful. As if you've ever known peace. Did you really know I was in here? You came to feel closer to me and hoped I would. You hoped I. After everything, that is not a foreign emotion to you. You still feel hope. No, that is a divine emotion. I would not have thought anyone here still had any of it within them. You've surprised me. So what? You came in here to admire my painting. Really? No, I don't know who. Even if it was a who. It was just here. I didn't ask any questions. I surely hope it wasn't hell itself that put it there. I imagine the council did. I don't know why. A reminder, I suppose, of who is in charge now. A reminder of what I did. To inspire fear, probably, then. And yet it brings you hope. Strange one. What are you doing? I could tell. Why are you leaning on me? I'm warm. Am I? All angels feel the same, but I haven't touched. Well, not even an angel in a long time. You are not cold, you are. I don't know how to describe it. Can you stay like this a moment? Greed is a sin, you know. little lost soul. Let's hope my time down here isn't rubbing off on me. A slight indulgence, then. Well, no one will know. You certainly won't tell anyone about this, right? Good. Then, a moment. Since I appreciate you listening to me talk. I didn't thank you. No. Appreciation is not the same thing. Do you enjoy trying to get a rise out of me? I can't imagine why. Well, if you like spending time with me, probably best to not piss me off. No, you've not caused a great offense. I was wondering to myself when the last time anyone has enjoyed being around me. Certainly everyone in hell hates me, as they should. And angels are busy, so. Though I have to ask, why don't you hate me? Shouldn't you? Being cast down, or do you think that somehow cozying up to me will grant you passage into heaven? Because not only does bribery and manipulation not work on me, but I also don't have the power to grant that. So if that's your goal, you should run along. You're still here. You are being truthful, then. Perhaps I can spare you a couple moments more, if you do not wish to move yet. Be grateful I allow you to bask in my warmth, little human. As if I would be grateful that you allow me to have respite. I suppose if occasionally I checked in on the limbo layer a little more often, that could be still considered part of my work. No one would suspect that I was taking breaks. Just between us, then. Why are you holding out your hand towards me? No, yes, I can see that you are waggling your smallest finger. No, I can't say I have heard of a pinky promise. Why must one link fingers together in order to solidify a promise? Is your word not enough? Who am I kidding? You're a human, of course your word isn't enough. And this is somehow legally binding? No. If it will please you. If you can even get yours around mine. That's enough of that. I should be off. Hell won't check itself without me. No, you, I can still hear prayers, by the way. I am not cut off from God's light. Whatever allows him to hear prayers, I suppose still courses through me. It's just that nobody really prays to angels anymore. And hell sort of blocks any prayers from getting out. So, if I were in heaven, I would not hear you. But if I were in hell while you prayed, if you needed anything, or were in need of company, I would be able to hear you. I'm not saying I would respond. Just, I would be able to hear you. Right. Well, I need to check on the lust layer, so. Try not to get yourself sent to a deeper layer of hell before I see you again. Like I said, I can't really personally transfer you between layers, so. I would hate to be having our conversations in more distressing environments. Distressing only for you, of course. Nothing distresses me. Then, until we meet again, little soul. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that I have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month on Patreon, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, 2 exclusive spicy audios every month, and the ability to leave audio requests. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays and Wednesdays, and I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy also has stickers and other merch of my audio original characters under the Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my new Patreon members, my new fledglings, Demeter, Drowsy EXA, Sad Badger, Miss Zombie, Covid, Megan Payne, Addy, That Anxious MB, CG Gapses, I Goofed Up, Kuro, Rambling, Bingus Boy, Rumeru, Megan S, CO401, Blazing Laurel, Apollo, L, Shion, Quico, Lace, Ryan Scorn 3D, Froggy, Sydney Bertrand, Annalise E, Hiccup, Juzu, Kenzie.com, Cass, Jaquera Barrow, Coco, Nova, Nicole Dory, Oates, Elliot the Indivine, Leaf, Prophet, Grayson Gallop, Cassia, Morrigan, Annan, J. Davis, Ezzy, The Solar System, Beppo, Adam, Eliana Peninja, Poison Siren, Zethus, Corbu, Bree Maybe, Gogo, Luna, Arachne Created, Kieran McCarthy, Hannah Maxey, Elaine, Aralnux, Anonymoso, Onyx Euphenia, and Star. And my new familiars, Hills VT, Period, Care Bear, Felix, Clumsy Avony, and Nyx.